Hello, everybody. My name's Robert Perry, and I'm going to be your instructor for this Political Science 360 class, Public Policy, National University. Here's kind of what we're going to be doing. Here's a little bit about the description of the class, our learning outcomes, things that we're going to achieve by the end of this month. Here's our textbook, American Public Policy by Clark Cochran. You could probably find this online on Amazon. Rent a copy. It should be pretty cost effective. So that's there for you to use. Here are the due dates. We're going to have discussion assignments that are going to be due each Wednesday and Friday. They're going to be linked up in our week section that I'll show you in a minute. At the end of each week, we're going to have a written assignment due. It's going to be a 3 to 5 page paper about a public policy topic, and we'll look at that in a minute. We also have a midterm exam that's going to be due on Saturday, May 14th. It'll cover the first half of the class. I'll provide you all with the study guide, so you'll have that at your disposal and for you to use during the month. So you can see the rest of this, and we have the discussion assignments due still, plus the weekly papers. Here's a little bit about the overview. We're gonna have like I said, we're gonna have discussion assignments. I'm gonna ask you all to respond to at least 2 classmates, and do that by probably a couple of days after the initial posting. I won't grade it until you guys have an opportunity to go ahead and answer some of your colleagues. I know people sometimes tend to answer the discussion questions on the day that it's due, and it might not be enough a dialogue out there for people to speak. So I'll give you a couple of days grace period to respond to your classmates. We're also going to have think papers. I'll show you that in a minute. You're going to submit that to me by Brightspace. We're going to have 2 live Blackboard collaborative sessions, and this is going to be on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of this class, and I'll send you out notifications. We won't necessarily have a lecture, but what I'll do is I'll go over items that will be on the subsequent tests that we're having. So here we have 2, a midterm and exam. Each exam's going to have 57 questions, and both of them are going to be worth 20 points each. So here's some of the things that we're going to talk about. We're going to introduce public policy. We're going to talk about the context, and we'll start talking about different public policy issues like the economy, taxing, energy and environmental politics, healthcare, education, immigration, and foreign and defense policy. So if we go here and look at each week, you could see here, for example, here's kind of how the class is going to be laid out. We'll have our learning outcomes for the first week, so take a look at these and read this. And then let me open this, and you can see here are going to be our week 1 lecture. We're not necessarily going to have recorded lectures, but I have public policy documents here for each unit to describe some of the things that we're talking about. So we'll have readings also each week, and that'll be listed on this section where you can see for the first week you're going to need to read units 1 and 2, chapters 1 through 3. Here are the PowerPoints that are going to help you in understanding some of the topics that we're going to talk about and kind of correlating it with the with the lectures that we have posted. Here are discussions. I also have a first night greeting. I want you to go in and tell me a little bit about yourself. So pretty simple. Our discussions, and then also our first assignment for week 1. So if you click on this and go to assignments, it'll give you the assignment that is going to be due. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble here. So here's the question. You're going to talk about the 4 classifications of public policy and the 3 stages of policy development. And then you'll start, state the public policy problem, explain why this policy is significant, and so on. So you just follow this instructions and you write this paper, 2 to 3 to 5 pages. So it should be pretty simple. Each of it is worth 7 points. And each subsequent week will have an assignment attached to it. So just make sure you complete it by the due date. And here are the due dates for each of it. And you can see here, if we go week by week, week 2, we have the readings, the PowerPoints, the lectures, the discussion, and the midterm, which we do on the second Saturday. And please remember that I'll provide you a study guide. So that's kind of where we're headed. We're going to talk about, those different public policy issues, and then we will have, weekly assignments that are due and 2 tests. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to this class. This is one of my favorite subjects to teach. I hope you all are going to learn something, and I'm going to really try to make this a fun class. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.